Title: The Magic Carpet Ride. In a quaint little village nestled between rolling hills and a winding river, there lived a young girl named Emily. Emily was known throughout the village for her vivid imagination and her love of adventure. She spent her days exploring the nooks and crannies of her home, always seeking something extraordinary. One sunny afternoon, while rummaging through her attic, Emily stumbled upon a dusty old carpet that had been hidden away for generations. As she unfurled it, she noticed that it was no ordinary carpet. It shimmered with a magical glow, and its intricate patterns seemed to come alive. With wide eyes filled with wonder, Emily stepped onto the carpet. To her amazement, it began to float above the ground, and before she knew it, she was soaring through the air, high above the village. As she marveled at the breathtaking view, the carpet whispered to her, "I am your magic carpet, and I can take you anywhere you wish to go. Just imagine your destination, and we shall fly there together." Emily couldn't believe her luck. She closed her eyes and imagined the most enchanting place she could think of, a land of towering castles, talking animals, and sparkling waterfalls. With a whoosh of magic, the carpet whisked Emily away to the land of her dreams. As she descended, she found herself in a magnificent forest, where the trees whispered secrets, and the birds sang sweet melodies. It was more beautiful than anything she had ever imagined. Emily explored the forest and met a wise old owl named Oliver, who told her stories of the enchanted land. She learned about a kind-hearted princess who needed help rescuing her pet unicorn, Sparkle, from the clutches of an evil sorcerer. With determination and courage in her heart, Emily decided to help the princess and rescue Sparkle. She and her magic carpet set off on a grand adventure filled with challenges and surprises. They crossed treacherous bridges, solved riddles, and befriended magical creatures along the way. With each challenge they faced, Emily's confidence and bravery grew. Finally, they reached the sorcerer's dark castle, where Sparkle was held captive in a tower. Emily confronted the sorcerer with kindness and compassion, and to her surprise, the sorcerer's heart began to soften. Touched by Emily's goodness, the sorcerer released Sparkle and gave up his wicked ways. He even offered to use his magic to transport Emily and Sparkle back home safely. With Sparkle by her side and the magic carpet beneath her feet, Emily returned to her village, her heart filled with pride and gratitude for the incredible adventure she had experienced. From that day on, Emily and her magic carpet became inseparable companions. They embarked on many more adventures together, exploring new lands and spreading kindness wherever they went. And so, in the quaint little village between rolling hills and a winding river, the story of the magic carpet ride became a cherished tale, teaching children that imagination, courage, and kindness can take them on the most magical adventures, and that the world is full of wonder waiting to be discovered. The end. Title: The Mystery of the Lost Locket. In a charming little town nestled between rolling hills and a babbling brook, there lived a young girl named Sarah. Sarah was known throughout the town for her curious nature and her love of exploring. She had a knack for uncovering secrets, and nothing delighted her more than a good mystery. One sunny morning, as Sarah was strolling by the brook, she spotted something glinting in the water. She bent down and fished out a beautiful, heart-shaped locket. It was old and weathered, but it still held a hint of its former beauty. Sarah examined the locket closely and noticed that it had an inscription on the back that read, "To my dearest Emma, love always, M." She knew that she had stumbled upon a mystery waiting to be unraveled. With the locket in her hand, Sarah began her quest to uncover the story behind it. She asked the townspeople if they knew anyone named Emma or M, but no one seemed to recognize the names. The locket's origins remained a mystery. Determined to solve the puzzle, Sarah decided to visit the town's elderly librarian, Mrs. Thompson. Mrs. Thompson was known for her extensive knowledge of the town's history. As Sarah showed Mrs. Thompson the locket, the librarian's eyes lit up with intrigue. "This locket," she said, "might be the key to an old legend about a lost love." Mrs. Thompson explained that many years ago, a young woman named Emma had lived in the town. She had been deeply in love with a man named Michael. They were inseparable, and everyone in the town admired their love. One fateful day, Michael set out on a journey to find a rare flower that he believed would make the perfect gift for Emma. He promised to return soon, but as the days turned into weeks and then months, Emma began to lose hope. She wore the heart-shaped locket Michael had given her as a token of their love, and she never took it off, even as the years passed. Emma's love for Michael and her belief that he would return never wavered. But as time went by, the locket slipped from her neck and into the brook, where it was lost for generations until Sarah found it. Sarah was moved by the story and determined to find out what had happened to Emma and Michael. She decided to follow the brook upstream, believing it might lead her to the answer. After a long and adventurous journey, Sarah reached a clearing in the hills. There, she found an ancient oak tree with initials carved into its bark, E+M. It was a sign that Emma and Michael had once carved their love into the tree, a symbol of their unbreakable bond. As she stood beneath the oak tree, Sarah felt a gentle breeze and heard whispers in the wind. She knew that Emma and Michael's love had never truly disappeared, it had lived on in the hearts of those who believed in the power of love and hope. With a sense of closure and a heart filled with wonder, Sarah returned to the town and shared the story of Emma and Michael with the townspeople. The locket became a symbol of enduring love, and it was displayed in the town's museum for all to see. And so, in the charming little town nestled between rolling hills and a babbling brook, the story of the mystery of the lost locket became a cherished tale, teaching children that love and hope can transcend time and that every mystery holds a story waiting to be uncovered. The end. Title: A Day in Candyland. Once upon a time, in a magical world called Candyland, everything was made of sweets and treats. The houses were made of gingerbread, the trees were made of candy canes, and the rivers flowed with chocolate. It was a place where dreams came true, and children's wishes were granted. One bright and sunny morning, a young girl named Lily woke up in her candy cane-striped bed. She couldn't believe her luck, because today was the day she had been waiting for, an entire day in Candyland. Lily hopped out of bed, her bare feet touching the soft, marshmallow ground. She quickly got dressed in her peppermint-striped dress and candy-colored shoes. With a gleeful skip in her step, she opened her candy-covered front door and stepped out into the magical world of Candyland. The air was filled with the sweet scent of sugar, and colorful butterflies made of jelly beans fluttered all around. Lily decided to start her day with a visit to Candyland's most famous attraction, the Candy Carousel. The Candy Carousel was a magnificent, spinning candy wonder with seats made of licorice and a caramel canopy. As Lily hopped onto one of the licorice seats, the carousel began to turn, and a joyful melody played in the background. She couldn't stop giggling as she reached out to grab handfuls of candy floss from the spinning cotton candy clouds above. After the delightful carousel ride, Lily decided to explore the Candyland forest. The trees were made of candy apples, and the bushes were covered in gummy bears. As she walked along the candy path, she met a friendly marshmallow bunny who offered her a marshmallow flower. "Thank you," Lily said with a grin as she took a bite of the marshmallow flower. It was the fluffiest, sweetest treat she had ever tasted. Continuing her adventure, Lily stumbled upon a river made of pure, flowing chocolate. She dipped her fingers into the chocolate and tasted it. It was rich and velvety, like the finest cocoa. She couldn't resist taking a dip in the chocolate river, swimming amidst floating marshmallow lily pads. As the day went on, Lily's sweet adventures continued. She visited the Candyland Castle, where the Queen of Candyland herself greeted her with a crown made of gumdrops. She rode a roller coaster made of licorice twists and soared through the sky on a candy cane hot air balloon. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with shades of pink and orange, Lily decided it was time to go home. She had had the most wonderful day in Candyland, but she knew she couldn't stay forever. With a heavy heart and a backpack full of candy souvenirs, Lily returned to her candy cane-striped house. She climbed into her marshmallow bed, her head full of dreams of her magical day. As she drifted off to sleep, Lily whispered a heartfelt thank you to Candyland for the enchanting adventure. She knew that, even though she had to leave, the memories of her day in Candyland would stay with her forever. And so, in the magical world of Candyland, the story of A Day in Candyland became a cherished tale, teaching children that sometimes, dreams can come true, and the sweetest adventures are the ones filled with imagination and wonder. The end.